house is burning, but we're still sitting in the glow. Phones charged, lights on, pretending we don't know. But the forest is silent, the river's running low, and the flame on our plates is the strongest fire we throw. Put out the fire, put out the fire. Echoes and rise, this is your hour. 7 boundaries broken, the earth pushed past the line. Climate, land, species, fresh water, chemicals, nutrients, oceans in decline. Not danger, disaster in real time. Put out the fire, ooh, put out the fire. Metafoodians rise, this is your power. And here in India, one truth stands the same. Milk is not just milk, dairy feeds the flame. Cows and methane, fields and forests turn to grain. Politics, culture, carbon, all wired to the same chain. Every cup of curd is heat in the air, every block of butter is a forest repair. It's not a small habit, it's a planetary affair. Put out the fire, put out the fire. Echoes and rise, this is our hour. Energy fixes half the hurt, Dr. Rao made that clear. But food fixes the other half, the half that's burning here. Change the plate, change the land, change the future's atmosphere. Put out the fire, put out the fire. Metafoodians unite, this is your choir. Every millet, every fruit, every sapseed, every bean is water on the wildfire of a world we've never seen. Every oil-free bite is a river turning clean. This is not perfection, it's direction. Not pressure, but protection. A week of choices can cool a generation. A company's courage can ignite a nation. Put out the fire, ooh, put out the fire. Echoes and rise, this is your hour. Metafoodians unite, Metafoodians ignite, sharing love in the metazone, light in the path to a cooler home. Put out the fire, ooh, put out the fire. Together we rise, together we inspire.
Welcome to the Planet B podcast, where truth, transformation, and faith converge. Join us as we flip the script on ecological despair, guided by Dr. Sailesh Rao's vision for a compassionate, rewilded vegan world. Let's begin the journey to the greatest transformation in human history.
Welcome to the final episode of Season 1 of the Planet B podcast. Today, we will discuss the epilogue, the hero's marathon journey. Let's go right into that quote by Joseph Campbell.
Yeah, Joseph Campbell said, the hero journey is inside of you. Tear off the veils and open the mystery of yourself. There is a hero sitting inside each one of us, because we are descended from those ancestors who got up out of Africa and went to every part of the world, or Or some who stayed behind in Africa, right? But you imagine, why did they do that? What was going on?
All right.
Right? And so I started studying that, because as soon as I got convinced that humans belong on Earth exactly as we are, thanks to my granddaughter, I said, okay, I have to figure out an explanation for what were we doing. And then I saw that, we migrated out of Africa, went to every part of the world during a glaciation. And you would think that's the wrong time to be going out of Africa.
Right.
Everything was great in Africa. Why would you do that? Right? So something compelled us to do that. Then we became an invasive species everywhere.
All right.
We were quite aggressive. We were killing other species too. We caused a small extinction event during the ice ages, during the glaciation also. It's called the Quaternary extinction event. So all the big megafauna died off. So you see human beings come to an area and big megafauna die off. Like the mammoths, they just died off. So there's obviously a correlation, because we had the tools and we were aggressively killing them. And then the earth thawed, came out of the glaciation, came to this current warm period, and we started agriculture everywhere, almost simultaneously. It's like magically we all decided to do agriculture together at the same time in different parts of the world. And it may be, as you said, it may be just that people were tired of chasing after animals and killing them. They said, let's just grow the same plants. We know how to grow plants. We know that, you can just drop seeds. And so maybe that's why we all started agriculture at the same time, because it was a warm period and we wanted to have ready access to food. And that magically heated the climate, right? We didn't know this, but it heated the climate. It prevented the Earth from going back to another glaciation. And then we, as human beings, we started developing more and more powerful technologies. And finally, we have now overheated the planet. And in the process of overheating the planet, we developed the technologies that will tell us that you're overheating. Right?
Yes.
You can now have thermometers that measure this, that tell you exactly what's going on, that you're overheating and that you're causing problems to the life support systems of the planet. So we have been given these tools to measure so that we can now make sure that the life support systems stay within bounds. It's perfect. Right? To me, it's like it's the perfect hero's journey that started 50,000 years ago. So if you think about it, there's something that started 50,000 years ago that you need to now stabilize and continue forever. So you're carrying on the work of your ancestors that was started 50,000 years ago. Okay? So we have the fork in the road now. Either we finish their job, meaning stabilize the climate and maintain it forever, or we take a detour and go to McDonald's right? Because a cloud is enticing us to come in and then get killed.
Oh dear.
There's not much of a choice there. Right? I really think that we need to make that turn and stabilize the climate. And so this is why I say that, if we calculate 50,000 years and then maybe we have a couple of years left to do the turn, it's like, in terms of the marathon, it's like we have already finished 26.197 miles out of a 26.2-mile marathon. We only have 14 feet to the finish line. And would you, having run almost the entire marathon with only 14 feet to the finish line, would you take a detour? No one would do that. No one would do that, right? So it's absolutely inevitable that we are going to complete that. We're going to finish the job that our ancestors started. stabilize the life support systems, not just the climate, and maintain it forever.
All right.
We have the power to do that because we can coordinate among billions of us all together.
Yeah. In this epilogue, you highlight humanity has gone through so much throughout this long history to get to having just 14 feet from the finish line. Like we are
Right.
so much. And maybe just highlight a little bit about that.
All the suffering, think about all the suffering of slaves and, and I mean, all of that was for what? For fostering aggression and building stronger and stronger tools, right?
Mm,
Building stronger and stronger tools so that so the technological power is such that you can literally change the life support systems of the planet.
right.
Okay? To get there, a lot of people had been trampled upon. A lot of animals had been killed. Okay? A lot of suffering that people have gone through. For what? For us to get to this stage that we can do this. So you have to honor everyone who sacrificed for us. Because it is their dream too that you're fulfilling.
Right.
So I feel like, I feel this tremendous sense of responsibility that we have to make this happen. And on behalf of all my ancestors, all of our ancestors, ultimately, look, all of us came from the same 100 to 200 people 70,000 years ago. We know that our genes kind of converge if you go back 7,000 years to about 100 people. And if you look at the mitochondria of every human being, we have the same common mother roughly 200,000 years ago. Okay, so we are all family. And this project of restoring the life support systems of the planet, the family comes back together. That's the beauty of it. 8 billion strong family reunion. Literally, that's what it is. And if you think about the suffering of all the animals, we are now, transitioning to a phase where we will be serving the animals, not chopping their heads off and serving it each other on platters. Literally serving them, bringing them back. And so for them, all that suffering for the last 10,000 years or even longer will be worth it. So to me, it's a realization of everyone's fantasy.
Yeah. And then you highlight that. You highlight in the epilogue that the power to make the change, it's simply in our hands.
Yeah, the power is in your hands. And then I have this reversible poem there, similar to the reversible poem on the cover of the book. And it's something that Ray Kowalczyk wrote. It says, veganism is essential to a safe living space for humanity. And we don't believe anyone who says that culture and traditions are more important than the environment. Because the reality is, our relationships with animals matter. So don't tell us that we have run out of solutions. And on Planet A, we have been reading this from the bottom up. When you read it from the bottom up, it says, we have run out of solutions. So don't tell us that our relationship with animals matter. Because the reality is that culture and traditions are more important than the environment. And we don't believe anyone who says that veganism is essential to a safe living space for humanity. Yeah.
What that shows so straight at someone is how a message based on how it's written can be portrayed in two different ways.
The same words you got,
Right.
And you got completely different meanings out of those words. So and we have been given, the same ingredients to put this thing together with, right? What you make out of it is up to you.
Right.
And we can forge ahead with a path that will heal everybody. And with the same technology, you can create a complete mess.
Yeah.
It's up to us.
Yeah. And I love you. You said this a couple times throughout the podcast, but she's truly calling us back to her.
Right.
Dr. Rao, it goes right into the next question I have is, why is 2026 such a critical time to share this message?
It's very urgent that we do it as soon as possible, because everything is going in the wrong direction fast. So we don't have much time, I feel, to turn it around before it's too late. So the sooner the better. If he had done it in 2025, I would have been happier. But let's get to work. Let's create this world of Planet B.
So please, if you don't mind, share what is next. What is next? What new thing are you working on?
So I'm working on a book called A Guide to Planet B. It's a handbook for jumpstarting the greatest transformation in human history. So it's got sections on how individuals can join Planet B, communities can join Planet B, how institutions can join Planet B, how policymakers can implement Planet B, and then finally it has case studies and tools and so on. So it's got 7 different sections, and hopefully, it covers everything that we need to do. So it will be premiered at the Oxford Literary Festival, and we're going to be using that guide to go and work with the children, school children in UK, and we'll see how well it does.
That's wonderful. And what other projects are you working on? And you mentioned some education projects. You mentioned COP31 as well.
Right, yeah. Basically, it all has to do with implementing Planet B, scaling it up as quickly as possible. Fortunately, there are people now who are very interested in trying it out. And so we hope to get some minimum viable experiments going very, very soon. So stay tuned. We are talking to a lot of people about that. And I'm hoping that even some large cities may get involved soon.
Wonderful. Well, Dr. Rao, you've done it. We've now completed almost, we're ending the 31 episode of the podcast. So, Dr. Rao, what do you hope people get out of these episodes, the Planet B podcast?
I trust and I have faith that they will get inspiration and that they will want to come along with us on Planet B. Because it's such a beautiful planet we have here. Such a beautiful planet we have here. We have to make the life support systems heal it, and we have to make life thrive on this planet. I wrote a poem based on the 10 things I hate about you. It's a very emotional poem, because to me, the 10 things I hate about you is Julia Stiles did a great job of acting. Maybe it was even real. She said it was real. She did cry when she was doing that. And maybe I'll read that. Thanks.
Yeah, read it, please.
Adaptation of the poem from the movie 10 Things I Hate About You. And this is from Mother Earth.
I hate the way you poison skies and drain my seas while whispering lies. I hate the way you cut my trees, ignoring birds and bees and breeze. I hate the way you hack away, chasing profit come what may. I hate your thirst for oil and gold, ignoring stories I've long told. ties that bind you blind to suffering of every kind. I hate your hunger never filled, the lands you rise, the lives you've killed. I hate the way you hide your heart, forget you're of me, not a part. I hate your silence when I cry, the warming world, the species die, but most of all, I hate that I don't hate you, not even close, not at all. Here's the truth that pulls me through. I love the spark that still burns in you. I see the light, I feel the fight, the urge to make the wrong things right. So rise, my child, begin anew. Heal me and you will heal you too. Let's get to work, and together we will create the world of planet B.
So beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Rao, there's no words. That's such a beautiful poem, and a perfect way to close out this season one of the podcast. It's been fun. I've learned a lot. I hope the audience has too. And this is a very exciting time. So, Dr. Rao, as we close out season one of the Planet B podcast, what final words would you like to share?
I am looking forward to season 2.
Me too.
Yeah, this is not going to stop until we have a vegan world. I am motivated to keep at it until we have Planet B realized.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Rao, for everything you're doing. Thank you. The Climate Healers team is so wonderful. Thank you to everyone around the world who is helping bring about Planet B. We love you a lot, and it's hard work, but this work is the best work we could possibly do. So we just say thank you. Planet B signing out. Thank you.
This has been a podcast from Planet B, where you don't have to move today, but wish you could. If you haven't moved here yet, we thank you for visiting.
Just a second, let me turn on a light. Any questions, any reactions to the last episode? Hello, BJ.
Well, hi, how are you? I I have to say that that was so emotional, that song. I think that will move a lot of people. Um and I'm very motivated myself too, which is good. This whole series has gotten me so interested. I look forward to every evening that we're here. And so I figure I'll probably end up, I'm going to end up having to join climate healers. Even though I was like, well, I'll just stay on the outside and pop in and out. I thought, no, I have to be a part of this team. I definitely have to.
Welcome.
So, oh, good. Great. Yeah, so I'm just excited about how each of us can help participate in making this change.
Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that. So we accomplished something over the last month. Thank you.
Yeah, I had a question. Can't we continue? That's,
Yeah.
I think every day would be too much for you, but every month or every week or so coming together and just having a
Correct.
discussion.
Yeah. So we do have the Movement Mondays. So every Monday we meet at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time and 6 p.m. Pacific time.
Okay, yeah.
Similar to this, but we've been doing it every week. It's called Movement Mondays. And it's in the convergence room. So it's there in all my newsletters. I have, you should have a link to that. If not, I should start adding them. I may have dropped them.
Where do you get the time from to
The
do all
time?
these things?
I
Do you
just
sleep?
wake up. I do sleep. But for me, it's I feel like it's my life's work. So I don't get tired when I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So I keep at it. And because to me, this is the final push. We need to get it done now.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so
I think
we all need to.
I think there must be a God or whatever, the earth who supports this work. I find also that everything goes so smoothly. It's
Right.
amazing. It's just a new thing.
Right.
So
Yeah,
thank you so much. That's wonderful.
Pleasure. And the Movement Mondays is also on the Climate Healers calendar. So you can get the link to how to join. It's there on the calendar.
Good.
So we continue discussing these things every week on Movement Mondays. And welcome, love for you to join us every week. You're muted, yeah.
Gives another dimension to our lives. We are old, but still we want to live a little longer to experience what's going.
You're
I
not
think
old.
I haven't mentioned that, maybe Ora did. So I have constant AFib. So once a year I need to see the cardiologist. And so 2 weeks ago was my yearly appointment, and he said, "You're my healthiest patient." I had a laugh. AFib is, has nothing to do with what you eat or anything. So that is sort of
Right.
not caused by wrong action, I think.
Right,
There's
right,
nothing
right.
I can do about it. It's sort of like, this is, my heart is unstoppable. But it was nice to know that he even sees that. I almost was ready to give him a whole lecture of, well, that is because of what we're eating, But he was sort of in a hurry a little bit, so I didn't want to go into that.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Pooja?
Hi, Dr. Rao. Thank you for the series. I really looked forward every day to attend this. And thanks to you and your team for all this. So one question I had in my mind was about the approach of mainstream sustainability professionals, where they think that they need to control nature and fix it. Like, for example, if they figure out some species is invasive and they should kill that species off. And before I attended this conference, I would have told that humans are the most invasive of all species and they should be killed off first and nature can figure it out herself. But that thing has surely changed after I attended this conference. So, what would a vegan's approach be to this situation? So, if we find out some species of animals or insects or trees are invasive and are inversely impacting the environment, so what should our approach be?
Yeah, I would recommend a book by an ecologist. It's called The Compassionate Conservation. Let's see if I have a link to that. She actually spoke at our VCOP, one of our VCOPs.
Okay. What is the name of the author?
Okay, it's just escaping my mind at the moment.
No, but I'll look up.
Yeah, then I'll find it and let you know.
Anya Hester.
Anya Hester. Oh, thank you, Tammy.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So I'll put the link, and she should be there on the Trello board.
Yeah.
So it's a whole, process that you have to go through to figure out how do you restore ecosystems without being violent, with the minimum intervention that we need to do.
But if we have to, then will we take that approach? Because as vegans, we are driven by ethics and also like we wouldn't want to cause harm to any maybe insects as well.
Correct. Yeah.
It's
given the right inputs, usually the native ecosystem in an area overwhelms anything invasive. So the invasive species couldn't have come there, when the native ecosystem was healthy.
Right.
Yeah. It's that initial disease that we cause, that continues into this.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll read that. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, now I realize one of the problems that I have is I still work, and I was looking at those meeting times, and I'm at work always during those times, and this has been perfect. 8 to 9 Central Time in the evening is like, oh man, that's just perfect. So it's like, if you don't have anything that I could come to, maybe we need a once a month for people like me that can only come in the evenings or something.
No, actually, the evening one for Movement Mondays is 8 to 9 Central Time.
Is it? I must have misheard it.
It's 6 p.m. Pacific time, so it's 8
Pacific.
p.m. Central.
Okay, I just, I have trouble thinking backwards like that, 6 p.m. and then going across the states this way. So,
Yeah, it's
okay,
9
well,
p.m. Eastern.
good. All
Yeah,
right.
same time as this. Yeah.
Okay, great. I am going to mention something else just because otherwise I'd be over here typing in the chat. I had a couple of people that had wanted my one TikTok video series that was on bovine leukemia virus. And I'm leaving TikTok along with all the other people that are leaving TikTok. After I posted that, it's like, I've decided I'm going to leave. So I'll just so I'll be there about another week and a half. So if maybe you watch the videos, the two that wanted it could watch the videos before I leave, or otherwise they're going to be over on YouTube, I think. There's so many new ones. Upscrolled, I'll let you know because somebody's handling your videos and everything. Upscrolled is I think it's out of Palestine, and it doesn't have rules or censoring. I already got censored on one of my videos just this past week, and so yeah, it's going to be very popular, and so it's another one to look into to keep sharing all over the place.
Wonderful. And I noticed someone asked for the link to the song itself. And I know that Amit, who created the video in the song, he had posted a link in our Convergence or something. To check. Go ahead, Sai.
Hi, Dr. Rao. I was curious to know like the story behind the poem, which I mean, not exactly the poem, the cover page, right? They call it like the reverse poem, like the meaning changes when you reversible poem, right? And it would be great if you had such a reversible poem for each chapter. And I was just wondering about that. I had this thought the first time I saw the book itself. And more importantly, I was just wondering that are you planning to publish this There Is a Planet B book in multiple languages? Because that I feel is like a low-hanging fruit where you just have to translate what you already have and make it in multiple languages. Because there are many best-selling books out there which have reached a lot of people, millions of people, which are there in like 50 or 60 languages also. I was just checking one of such books this morning. I mean, one way to start is we can, in fact, even translate this reversible poem also in any language, including Indian languages. As you know, we have 15 plus Indian languages, right? So that can reach, and also people, I think they will resonate with the message better in their own native language. I mean, and many people don't understand English also, right? So.
Yeah, it's another project, an AI project. I guess we have to start translating. Yeah, we need volunteers, as Rebecca is saying, who can do that for us. We had the Pinky Promise book translate.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying that we did have the Pinky Promise book translated into Marathi and I think Spanish, but the people were doing it. It wasn't, Alison did the Spanish and Dhanashree did the Marathi. So people get inspired and they want to translate. And then we post it on the website when that happens.
Well, AI can do it, but maybe even if AI does it, someone has to vet it because it can lose the essence, the meaning. And sometimes the messaging, how we write it in, can be different in each language. So,
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why we need a lot more volunteers to get things done.
one starting point could be to translate just poem itself, the reversible poem itself.
Yeah.
These two reversible poems, that the first on the book cover and the one which you showed today in the presentation. So that was not in the part
That's
of the
in
book, right? The second
no,
one
that's in
which
the
you
back of the
showed
book.
today.
That's in the back of the book.
Oh, is it? Okay, right. Okay,
I mean, we didn't put it in the
great.
back cover, but it's in the back, the last chapter of the book.
Okay, last chapter. Okay, great.
Yeah. The
All right,
origin of the
thanks.
poem is that it is a reversible poem by Patagonia.
Yeah.
We took a reversible poem by Patagonia and then we changed the words. And we kept the structure
Oh,
roughly the same.
okay.
Right? And Ray actually helped a lot with that, Ray Kowalchuk.
Mm-hmm. Great. That's great. It hooks people, I think, that poem. I mean, it captures people's attention, and hopefully, I think it can also blast into people's consciousness, as you say.
Oh,
So
the
this
reversible
reversible
poem.
poem and yeah,
Yeah.
the reversible poem and the song, the video, the song was very heart touching. It was very moving for sure.
Yeah. That was Amit did that. I mean, I took the
Mhm.
poem from 10 Things I Hate About You movie that Julia Stiles read that poem, and
Right.
I changed that to create this.
Okay. Okay. Oh, so you changed the lyrics were written by you, but the song was sung by AI, right?
Yeah, it's an AI.
Yeah,
And
song
then
also is by AI.
Amit created the video for it.
Okay. All right. Thank
Dr. Rao, before I come on screen and ask a question, I wonder, for the people that are online and that will see this later, if you wouldn't mind reading the cover backwards and forwards of your book. Do you have it there handy?
I don't have my book handy.
Oh, okay. Well,
But I do have the cover art. Okay. So reading it forward, it says, animal agriculture is the leading cause of climate change. And we don't believe anyone who says rapidly phasing down fossil fuel use should be a top priority. Because the reality is we have been misled by the UN IPCC. So don't tell us that we have run out of solutions. And on Planet A, we have been reading this from the bottom up. When you read it from the bottom up, it says, we have run out of solutions. So don't tell us that we have been misled by the UN IPCC. Because the reality is rapidly phasing down fossil fuel use should be a top priority. And we don't believe anyone who says animal agriculture is the leading cause of climate change.
thank you. My question is about technology and how part of the vision that you have is that we'll be able to communicate with our new skills, but I wonder about if we're going to be in small groups, and as you know, how is that going to happen? And of course, I'm not saying that you know how that's going to happen, but there seems to be a disconnect between technology, we're going strong, we're all communicating, we're all going to do this now, and the getting back to nature, and we're in a small group. And also, there's people restricting what you can use and that sort of thing. I wonder if you could share some thoughts on that, please.
Yeah, that's one of the major bifurcations in society is how do you use technology? What is it deployed for? So on Planet A, it's deployed for competitive advantage for making money. And, I mean, this is so it's what are you deploying it for? It's a tool, right? And if you want to deploy it for the well-being of all life, it's a different use case altogether of the same technology. Now, so I don't shy away from technology. I just say use it for the right purpose, and then let's get going on this, and then this becomes the normal use of technology as opposed to the way it's being used now. So it's like you would never use your cutting knife in the kitchen to go stab people, right? So it's like it's normalized to you that this is for cutting vegetables and for actually cooking something for people, or the surgical knife for that instance. Surgical knife is for helping people to overcome diseases, but the same knife can be used to kill people too. So what's the use case? And if our objective is to restore the planet, if that becomes our which becomes like a peaceful action that we are all engaged in together, right? If you have to restore the ecosystems, bring back the animals, that's a peaceful action that we are all engaged in together. And fortunately now even governments are recognizing it. Like there was a report by the UK government that basically said, we have to address biodiversity loss. Otherwise, UK's food systems are in danger, right? Because UK imports 60% of its food from outside. And the sources from which they're importing food are all experiencing stresses because of climate change, because of loss of biodiversity, and, lack of pollination, all kinds of things are happening now around the world. So they are now recognizing that this is an existential issue for the UK. So when a government acknowledges it, hopefully now they can, begin to take action on the larger scale. The city of Amsterdam has banned the advertising of meat. So that's a sign that they have recognized that that's a big issue that we need to address. So then, we will start deploying technology for the right purpose.
Okay. Have faith.
Yeah. Intention is what matters,
Yeah.
In all, everything we do, it's our intention that matters the most.
Thank you. I love that poem, by the way.
Oh, the poem from Mother Earth?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm listening to, it's quite emotional in the movie also, if you're listening to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you.
Another question. You have these groups which are vegan already, but they don't realize that it will solve problems. There are many, it takes a long time before you can convince them that there is a solution. People say it's much too simple, it can't be, just impossible. This is very interesting. Maybe you can, I thought maybe going to the leader of the different groups and try to work, convince him or her to get to it. Because we have, for example, we have the vegan group, which are Thich Nhat Hanh's groups there, which is a large number of people, but they don't know. They know vegan, but they don't know that there's any connection with climate. They have to say we get the fossil fuels down, and many of them are like that. And so actually 2 weeks we will have one of the students who comes over, and I'll try to convince him, and if he can go to the other people there.
Right. I'm happy to talk to him when he comes. If at a time that's convenient for both of us, I can give a short presentation for him so that he understands the logic behind why I claim it is the leading cause, and that addressing and going vegan and rewilding the planet will solve all of our problems. I mean, all the problems to the best that I know of. It's the best solution for every one of those problems.
It's such a miracle in a sense.
Right.
It
Right.
worked.
Right.
Yeah.
And the paper I wrote, so I wrote a very short paper because people don't read long papers. And so I wrote a very short paper summarizing why going vegan and rewilding the planet solves all 7 planetary boundary transgressions.
Yeah.
It's just a 4-page paper, and it just got accepted publication. So they're formatting it now. So
Oh,
it
it
went
has
through the
been
review
accepted?
process.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it has been accepted for publication.
Oh, wonderful. Good. Yeah, that's nice to use for us.
Right. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, as soon as it's formatted and it's published, I'll send you the link. Because that people can read, and it's not that long. They can understand why it addresses all 7.
So, and what is a magazine, or what is it? Accepted for?
It's in the Journal of Digital Science.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Jenny?
Thanks. This is more of like a technology issue that I'm having. So I think a couple episodes ago I asked where these were being recorded. I think you shared it was YouTube and provided a link. But when I went to go to the link, I could only find like episode 1, and then off to the side it said like episode 2, 3, 4, 5, but they were pending. I felt like I just couldn't, but by the time I asked, I think we were on like episode 22. So I wasn't sure, like, are all of them posted there now, or is it like a slow release on YouTube?
Yeah, the podcasts are going to we're going to do a slow release, but the live videos are there under the live tab.
Oh, under the live tab?
Yeah.
Okay,
Under the
let
live
me.
tab on YouTube. And then, I mean, they're unedited, right? It's just live.
Yeah,
Just
right.
recording.
But live as in like I could still go back and watch them later.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, then I'm gonna try that, and if I still can't figure it out, I might like say something tomorrow when we have like the debrief. But
Sure,
thank
sure,
you.
sure.
Let me check that. Okay,
Sure,
thank you.
sure. I think after this, we are going to have some project updates.
There is no one signed up for today except for Brittany,
that
who's
right?
not here. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sai?
So in the podcast for regarding the future project, I think you were mentioning something about COP31. Just curious to know what's the plan. When is COP31 and where is it, and just what's your plan for that?
So COP31 is November 9th through 20th of this year. And it's in Antalya, Turkey. Okay. So COP30, we had a booth in the green zone. The Loving Hut team had a booth in the green zone, and they invited me to come and talk. And I gave like 15 presentations in 5 days in a various forum. And I found that, I was able to reach a lot of influential people quickly. And through that, we got other projects that are now going on now, so that, now there is a project in Bangladesh that we're involved in that's going to happen in July. So anyway, lots of things happen through that. So what we want to do in COP31 is not only have a booth in the green zone, which is open to the public, but also have a presence in the blue zone, where we can highlight the Planet B solution to the delegates who are coming there. Okay, so because right now there was a booth on planetary health, which basically said planetary health is bad, and these are all the problems we're facing. So it was all about problems, and there was not much about solutions. So we want to have this solutions booth, and then this summary paper given away to people that, and then we show how each planetary boundary transgression can be addressed by this solution, right? And have talks about it and give away free food. We can do a lot of, advocacy and outreach for this solution, and hopefully reach a mass scale very fast. Okay, because that's where people come. But usually they come there because they've already decided what they want to do, and they're, and like it's become a bit of a problem, because of all the countries know that USA is not participating anymore, right? So they all know it's like become like a farce now. So they are looking for something serious to do. So hopefully we can involve them in this. Anyway, that's sort of partly our plan to deploy this in a wider scale.
But
we can talk about
it's
it tomorrow.
quite far away.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's quite far away. November is like almost the deadline, I guess, for 2026. But yeah, it must be. Or Earth-X, you were talking about Earth-X, that could be another great opportunity coming much sooner.
Earth-X, yeah. Earth-X is coming much sooner. And all these, experiments are being done in between. Like the one in Bangladesh is going to happen from July through August. And UK is happening February, March. So if you want to create all, case studies, stories about these case studies that we're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that we can highlight that at COP31.
Have you thought of a VCOP, in-person VCOP, where you can be fairly large and get a lot of influential vegan people, because I think first the vegans need to get the Planet B message, right? All the vegan influencers and vegan organizations. So did you think about that? I think you had the last VCOP in person in Canada. This time, any gathering people?
Yeah, let's talk about that tomorrow also. Tell me what to do. You tell me what to
do. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, I was just wondering, when about Stockholm, I mean the Planet B, planetary boundaries. Have you reached out to Stockholm Resilience Center? That they came up with this planetary boundaries framework, right? So,
correct. Yeah.
Have you reached out to them? It would be great if they are on board with the Planet B solution. It can get a lot of media attention.
Yeah, I've reached out to them. I've reached out to Rockstrom. Actually, I need to send them the new paper that specifically addresses their planetary health diet. So because I was asked by one of the reviewers to address that directly, and I did in the paper. And so I have to send that to them and saying, look, I addressed your planetary health diet. Would you like to talk about it? Do you find any issues with the way I've analyzed it? So, because unless we have a discussion with them, they're basically sticking to the old Planet A model. And they're saying just reducing meat by half is enough. And I'm saying that's not going to solve the problem. right? Yeah. So thank you for doing that, for nudging me. So I'll write that email today.
Thank you.
Okay. There is no other comment.
Oh, there is one.
Okay.
I think it's from CJ, but there's a mass exodus because the U.S. is censoring people and deleting their sites. Oh, this may not have been for you. Plus, they are requiring too much personal information. Do you mean the new U.S. owners are requiring all that info? I'm sorry, I jumped in here thinking that was the question.
That was mine. That was I believe it was Michael. He had asked me something in the
Oh,
chat.
I'm sorry. Okay.
That's all right.
All right. Thank you all. Come back tomorrow and prepare your questions, and let's figure out how to accelerate this going forward.
Thank you.
Oh, one moment, please.
The house is burning, but we're still sitting in the glow. Phones charged, lights on, pretending we don't know. But the forest is silent, the river's running low, and the flame on our plates is the strongest fire we throw. Put out the fire, put out the fire. Echoes and rise, this is your hour. 7 boundaries broken, the earth pushed past the line. Climate, land, species, fresh water, chemicals, nutrients, oceans in decline. Not danger, disaster in real time. Put out the fire, put out the fire. Metafoodians rise, this is your power. And here in India, one truth stands the same. Milk is not just milk, dairy feeds the flame. Cows and methane, fields and forests turn to grain. Politics, culture, carbon, all wired to the same chain. Every cup of curd is heat in the air. Every block of butter is a forest repair. It's not a small habit, it's a planetary affair. Put out the fire, put out the fire. Echoes and rise, this is our hour. Energy fixes half the hurt, Dr. Rao made that clear. But food fixes the other half, the half that's burning here. Change the plate, change the land, change the future's atmosphere. Put out the fire, put out the fire. Metafoodians unite, this is your choir. Every millet, every fruit, every sapseed, every bean is water on the wildfire of a world we've never seen. Every oil-free bite is a river turning clean. This is not perfection, it's direction, not pressure, but protection. A week of choices can cool a generation. A company's courage can ignite a nation. Put out the fire. Ooh, put out the fire. Echoes and rise. This is your hour. Metafoodians unite. Metafoodians ignite. Sharing love in the meta zone. Lighting the path to a cooler home. Put out the fire. Ooh, put out the fire. Together we rise. Together we